Hello everyone, my name is Hisham. I'm the owner of Clemson Aeronautics and we are building an RV-14A to demonstrate our tools, and this is our fourth video, and it is about the vertical stabilizer. What we need to do here is deeper the holes and scuff it before I dimple it. Simply because if I dimple it first then scuff it, it will just eat up my Scotch-Brite pad and it won't do a good job because of the dimples itself. So while it's still flat, I'll scuff just the areas where there is holes, and I'll prime that from the inside of the skin, just because, you know, in turbulence and stuff like that, the whole airplane twists and stuff, and even though it is riveted, there is a little friction there. So primer will probably do it some good, and it's not gonna hurt anything. It's not gonna add a ton of weight on the airplane or anything, and doesn't cost that much. Even scuffing just on a straight line inside, just on the holes, is not going to take that much time and or effort. And now we're going to attempt to do our first dimpling on the skins of the aircraft, and this is the vertical stabilizer, and this is really one of the hardest skins to do. And being by myself, I have to put something to weigh it down a little bit while I open the skin to reach. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna do the part where it's unreachable with a pneumatic squeezer, and we'll see how that goes. And I'll be taking my time in doing so. Well, I think that went very well. I think this is a success considering one man's operation. The line in the middle is obviously easier than the one that's further in, and of course the perimeter, you can even do that with a pneumatic squeezer. It is no problem. But the issue was the ones in the center. These are the ones that's just a headache to reach, and a lot of people have to flip it over, and the dies and so forth. So this machine can make it easily a one-man operation with the use of a 2x4. So but anyhow, I think you guys pretty much got the idea of this machine as far as the dimpling part is concerned. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me here all day long doing this in the rest of the haul, and so I will go ahead and finish the rest of this skin, and I'll catch up with you guys later. And this is the end result of dimpling one side of the vertical stabilizer skin. I don't know if picture is clear enough. Trying to move as slow as I can. And maybe the side shot would indicate something to somebody. It's pretty good. Hope you guys like it too. And now it's time to deburr the front and rear spars and the doubler, and scuff them, then dimple them. I mentioned before the Scotch-Brite pads, if you dimple it first, then scuff them, it will just be like a shredder to the Scotch-Brite pads. So, and it's also really nice when you use the Scotch-Brite pad. It deburrs the hole better, both from the inside and from the outside, especially inside because it is difficult to deburr the hole from the inside. So, and if you're wondering what I'm using to deburr it from the outside, it's my high-tech $10 drill, and I just had an extension of some sort that I got with a tool I got from Lowe's or something. I just used it here, and I use it on the same deburring tool, and it's really nice, and it's reaching in the holes. That's all I'm doing. Then the pad will finish the job after that. One of the mistakes that I just done, I was leaning over my work, these tassels hanging down. If that grabs somehow or another, consequences could be really bad. So you have to be careful when you're dealing with something like this, not to get your clothes caught up in it. But I realized that, and I kind of pulled back. So you have to watch out for these things. It could get a little dangerous. One of the things that I would like to direct people's attention to is putting a little bit of oil on the squeezer pin. You just squeeze it out and put a couple of drops in there to lubricate that, so because eventually that pin will be scratched, so you need to lubricate it. Will do it a lot of good. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the front spar, and it calls for the reduced dimple die. Because of the radius right here, the bigger die could dent this radius. This radius, of course, have a purpose, so we don't want to flatten it out. Well, this is it for this one. We're gonna do the front spar. And now on the rear spar, we have to dimple these lower holes with the flat side facing this here. And there's two holes we have to be careful with. This one, and I put tape on it. So I tested the die, but my test shows the hole gets considerably larger, but this is the die that everybody used, and these are from Cleveland Aircraft Tools, so we will see how it goes. Yeah, I would say it's considerably larger, and we check it with the rivet. It's nice and flush. Actually pretty good dimple. But I can tell you this is about 140 thousandths. Yeah. 141,000. 141,000, and that rivet is 127 and a half. So it's loose by 15 thousandths. And I'm not sure really what the story is, but I think this is kind of the standard. And I wish somebody would write a comment about that and what they experienced. But I think this is in experimental aircraft is common. So I'm gonna go ahead and dimple the rest of the holes, and I think we're gonna get the same result. The dimple does look pretty good and pretty on center, so we'll continue to the other side. I think it looks okay, other than the hole being looks oversized. I don't know. The rivet appears to be nice and flush. This is it for all I can do. The next step is I have to prime all the parts. That's going to be primed, and yes, I still have to countersink the doubler. I remember that. Now countersinking the doubler, and then priming. Then after that will be riveting. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out for today, and thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video that's gonna be coming out very soon. Thanks.